Hey everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP for 22 minutes, so as many rounds as possible in 22 minutes. It is called April Showers. It is 10 ab rollers, 15 box jumps, 10 deadlifts, and 15 bench hops. And every time you complete all those 3 times, then you're going to do 8 reverse burpees. So we're going to go through all of those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be our ab rollers. So you're going to need an ab roller for this, obviously. If you don't have one at home, great addition to a home gym, very cheap piece of equipment, and very effective for strengthening those abs. So we are going to be on our knees, legs crossed, and we are going to roll ourselves out until we reach as far as we can without touching the ground. You can feel free to pause at the top there. That will just add a little bit more to the movement, but you're just going to keep rolling, keeping that back straight, and really engaging those abs to move you back and forth. So some modifications. You can stay on your knees and walk out. Come back up. Reach and just switch hands. You can also use a wall ball or a slam ball and roll yourself out and roll yourself back in. You can also do inchworms standing up. So we're going to walk ourselves all the way out till we're in a plank position, reach all the way back, and walk back up. To add a little resistance, you can add a band as well. So you can stand on that band, hold it with your thumbs, and you're going to do the inchworm out. Reach all the way out, come back in, and just switch hands that you're reaching each time. The next movement is going to be our box jump. So you're going to need a box for this. You can set it up to the height that you feel comfortable jumping on top of. Obviously, we want to prevent injury. So if you're not ready to reach a certain height, that's okay. You can always work your way up there with confidence and mobility and strength. So we're going to set up at the box. We're going to face the box, and we're going to jump on top with both feet at the same time, landing completely fully on the box with our foot, no hanging off. And we're going to land in a quarter squat position. So I'm not going any further than this. And then I'm going to stand all the way up at the top. And I can either jump down, jump back up, or I can step down and jump back up. So a few things to avoid is jumping into a full squat and then standing up. We also want to make sure that when we jump up, our feet aren't hanging off. Our feet are completely and fully onto the box, and we're staying upright and straight the whole time. So modifications: you can lower the box. You can set up some plates to a height you feel comfortable with. You can also do step ups. So with step ups, again, we're going to have our foot fully onto the box, and we're going to use the leg that's on the box to fully step up. So once our leg on the box is straight, then and only then we're going to stick the other leg on top of the box, and then we're going to step down and then just switch legs. We can also do jumping squats. So when we're doing jumping squats, keep in mind our feet are about hip width apart. Our toes are pointed slightly outward. Our knees are going out, not in, not forward, out We're keeping up straight with our chest, our back is straight, and then we're just gonna jump from that position. The next movement is going to be our deadlift. So I'll move this up here. Okay, so first we're gonna start with the barbell. If you don't have a barbell, it's okay. I'll show you modifications as well. So we want to set up at the barbell. We want the barbell nice and tight in. It should be touching our legs at all times. We're going to keep our chest up and straight. Our back is nice. Core is engaged. Back is straight. Chest is up. We're going to pull our shoulders back. Don't let the barbell pull it forward. So we're going to set up. Now I like to do a mixed grip. So one hand's facing in, one hand's facing out. This just makes it stable in your hands. So you don't have to worry about trying to grip that barbell. So we're only going to come down. We're never going to have our butt lower than our knees. So if you ever see me set up for like a clean or a snatch, I always start down here. So that's what we don't want to start. We always want to start up here so that our butt is above our knee. So we're going to bring that chest up. We're going to take a deep breath and hold that breath until we get to the top. Pull those shoulders back, and we're bringing the barbell up our leg, and the whole time it should be touching. Come back down. Yes. So that's a deadlift with a barbell. If you don't have one, it's okay. If you have a kettlebell, try to use a heavier kettlebell if you have options. It's going to be the same movement. We're just going to grab the kettlebell at the top with two hands, and we're going to, again, reach up, butt above knee, chest up, and just stand up with the kettlebell. Again, if you have a heavier kettlebell, reach for a heavier one for this. You can also use a dumbbell. Again, we want to do a little bit heavier. You're going to grab the top of the dumbbell, same movement, and just stand up with the dumbbell. We can also use a band if you only have bands at home, or you're just not sure or ready for weight. That's okay. So we're going to stand in the band. We're going to grab it a little bit lower for more resistance. And again, everything is the same. Our back is straight, our chest is up, our butt is above our knee, and we're just going to stand up. And again, you can grab lower so you can get lower. Try to use a stronger resistance for this if you can, just to help stimulate that. I promise deadlifts are one of those things that make you feel super strong because you can lift much heavier probably than any other lift. Okay. Last movement, which I don't think we've done on this channel. Let me move some stuff out of the way. Is going to be our bench hop over. So we need a bench for this. If you don't have a bench, it's okay. Again, I'll show you modifications. So how we're going to do this, we're going to place two hands on the bench, and then we're going to take 2 feet and jump over the bench. So we're going to use, the weight is going to shift onto our hands as we jump for stability, and we're going to jump. We're going to bring our legs nice and high so it clears that bench. So we want to try to string them all together if we can, get that heart rate going. So some modifications you can do, you can either just do lateral jumps where we're bringing our knees nice and high and jumping from one side to the other. You can also, if you're using the barbell, you can do bar jumps over the barbell. And again, with this, it's both feet at the same time. Again, we want to string it together. No galloping over the barbell. You can also, if you're using kettlebell, you can jump over the kettlebell. The wall ball or med ball, whatever you want to call it, you can actually hold on to and jump, kind of simulating that same movement with the bench. Okay, so that's all the movements. So that consists of one round. So each time you complete that round, after 3 rounds, you're going to do 8 reverse burpees. So a reverse burpee, it's kind of like a real burpee, but in reverse. Go figure. So we're going to actually come down. Instead of coming down forward, we're going to come down backwards. So what we want to make sure we're doing is not falling. We want to come into a squat, sit down, roll back, and use the momentum of the roll to stand back up. So again, come down, come up. So that's engaging your legs, some core. We want to try to avoid using our hands. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, they are pretty fun. I think they're better than regular burpees, but you can go ahead and do a regular burpee. So again, regular burpee, come down, all the way down, touch the ground, come up, or you can do a half burpee, come down, up. Just make sure when you're kicking out fully into that full plank position. Okay. So that is the workout of the day. Remember, every 3 rounds, you're going to complete 8 reverse burpees. So not every round you're doing those reverse burpees, only every 3 rounds. So remember, challenge yourselves with weight movements and different kinds of modifications, and revisit the workout later on and see if you can improve on the weight movements and everything. So good luck. Remember, April showers bring May flowers.